Behind me is the 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. When you spend this much on a car, you want to make sure that you keep it looking nice and protected. And unfortunately, what Tesla provides isn't quite enough. When you purchase a brand new Tesla, you get a set of carpet mats and some other basic odds and ends that goes with your car. The folks at Lastfit were kind enough to provide a full set of mats for the Tesla Model Y Performance, so that way you can see how you can better protect your interior and keep things looking nice, fresh, and new. But first, let's look inside and see what sort of car mats the Tesla comes with straight from the factory. Here are the floor mats inside the Tesla Model Y. They are just a cheap plastic. They have these little Velcro tabs that really don't do much. And as you can see, they do not fit well. And this is even after getting in with them and messing around. And they have lots of room for stuff to move around. They are just, I don't know why Tesla did this, but they're really cheap looking. Let's take a look at the back mats. And again, you're going to see the same thing. Just these flimsy floor mats. They just don't look like they fit very well. So thankfully, the folks over at Lastfit have a solution. And I'm going to show you all about the mats that they make for the Tesla Model Y and the Tesla Model 3, how they are a superior fit, and so you can determine whether or not these are the mats that you want to protect your investment. Let's get inside and see what things look like. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. The folks over at Lastfit were kind enough to send a full set of mats for the 2022 Tesla Model Y and a trunk mat. Let's get into unboxing and see what they look like. So this is what they look like out of the box. So the first thing I noticed here is that there's no smell from the mats. Usually with some sort of plastic product, you can smell it. And right out of the gate, they smell very nice. They're made from an environmentally friendly TPE product. And if you're not familiar with that, you can read more about that on the Lastfit.com website. But in short, it's got some recycled components and it doesn't let off a nice smell. On top of that, let's go ahead and take a look here. They've got some nice little clips here that clip in, and these tabs are such that they actually can go under your plastic trim. But overall, really nice design right out of the box. They've got these nice lips, which if there's any snow, sand, or dirt or dust, it'll hold that there. And these look really good. I really like this trunk mat. The other day, I was hauling around some products, a box in my trunk, and it was just sliding every which way. And so I'm really looking forward to having this rubberized product, trunk protector in the mat. And it's got this nice lip here. So if you put your umbrella, kind of keeps the water and everything inside the trunk so that way it doesn't go into the rest of your car. So overall, boxed and packaged really well, really easy to uninstall. So let's go ahead and get these into the Tesla so we can see what exactly they look like installed, and we can see what sort of protection, and we'll actually go for a drive and see how they work. Let's go ahead and get the trunk mat installed first, and I'll show you what the trunk looks like without the mat installed. And I just had stuff, it's hard to tell, but it's really slick, and stuff it was sliding around left and right. I had a couple of Christmas presents that I had received, and they were just sliding around left and right on my drive home. I mean, it was just a pain. So let's go ahead and get the trunk mat installed and see what things look like. All right, so here's what the trunk liner looks like installed. It's got this nice rigid back. It's flexible, but it's also not cheap. And the cool thing is it doesn't really slide around. I mean, it's much as you would expect with any sort of rubberized liner. It's going to stop stuff from sliding around. And then on top of that here, you can see that it's got these ridges. So if you do put something wet in here, it's going to kind of drain down, and these little edges are going to catch it and stop it from going all over and getting your trunk all dirty. So overall, trunk mat looks okay. Not sitting completely flat. These have been inside for a couple of days. It's a little bit cold here. And but overall, it looks like they'll lay flat. But overall, good fit. Left and right, they're snug. And then it goes right up here to the ledge. So it's nice as you can still get access to the trunk pull, so you can pull stuff, get stuff in there, but it also won't impede the overall closing of the trunk. So let's see what the trunk closes and looks like. And it closes. All right, so now let's go ahead and get the interior carpet mats out, because those things are junk. They just slide around and they don't look good. And let's see what the interior mats look like. Let's go. Okay. Already, what a much better installation. Let me see if you can take a look at what we're looking at here. Just right out of the gate, nice deep wells to kind of keep your dirt and all the water and everything protected. They fit really well. Again, there's no smell, and they've got a nice traction here, so that way they're not going to slide. And I like how they actually go up further, and you can't see here, but there's a little vent right underneath there, and that can cause dirt and stuff to get in there. But this lip kind of goes up, and it protects it a lot more. So if your foot is up there, so really nice design, really nice, easy installation. Let's go ahead and get the fronts in. All right, so what I was fiddling with here is there's these little tabs, I'll just kind of show you, that tuck underneath the plastic trim and kind of hold it in place, which is really nice, so that way it stays in place. And this one has a lip, so these things are not going anywhere. They fit really good, and they protect really nicely. I've got these under seat boxes from Test Bros. I'll put a link in the description down below where I kind of keep baby wipes and the little charger adapters and stuff underneath, and it just stops stuff from sliding around, and they go in and out. And again, here in Ohio, we do get snow and mainly rain and mud, and I like to trail run. These are going to be perfect to keep the dirt and the elements out of the carpet and stop it from going everywhere else. So again, these nice lips kind of keep everything inside, and then it looks like I should just be able just to wipe these down with a baby wipe, or if I need a little bit of interior cleaner, a little bit of soap and water, they will come out perfectly. So really good. Go ahead and get the passenger side installed and see what they look like. All right, so we got the interior in here, and again, they've got another little tab that just kind of tucks underneath the plastic trim, and I like that because it kind of keeps things locked in place, but they come up really nice and high, and they protect, and again, they just kind of go in here really nicely, and they are just really nice. They fit right out of the gate. Good job. So just a little bit more about the mats. We've got them installed, getting ready to go for a drive, but first let me tell you about them. One thing I like about the mats is they are 3D scanned. They fit really well. They are just like perfectly matched to the interior of the footwells and the trunk. I like the little tabs that kind of slip underneath the plastic trim. So here's the plastic trim, here's the mat. It kind of goes underneath, and it holds the mat in place and kind of helps keep that perfect fit and stops it from sliding left to right or back and forth. I like that there is no smell right out of the box. So you open the box in the plastic bag, and there's no smell, so you don't have that funky plasticky smell. They're really nice in terms of the rubber products. So I've got a pair of tennis shoes on, and they don't slip. They feel really good, and they also don't impede the pedal operation, so I can press the gas all the way down. It doesn't catch or grab, so really nice there. So just some final thoughts. The install, very easy. They are well packaged in a very nice packaging. Just right out of the box, they're pretty well formed. Just a little bit of counter bending and they'll kind of lay nice and flat. Installation, super easy. The tabs go right underneath the exterior plastic of the car. Nice high edges that'll hold all this junk, snow, dirt, grime, whatever it is that is on your feet. It's going to stay inside the mats and not get in the carpet, which is great. Your feet have nice traction. So again, your feet aren't going to move around when you're driving. And I like the design and the little logo, Lastfit logo on the top of the mat looks really nice. It's not too bling or in your face or anything like that. The trunk mat is perfect. It's going to stop things from sliding around. So I want to thank the folks over at Lastfit for providing the mats for me to review. Again, they had no say over what I think or thought of these products. They simply provided them and said, hey, tell folks what you think. If you need a set of mats, here's a code that the folks over at Lastfit have provided. Use code Paul Hoover for a discount on your purchase, and I'll put a link down below. I do earn a small commission from the Amazon affiliate, so if you use the link down below, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. It makes more content like this possible. Give this a thumbs up and consider hitting the subscribe button if you like this sort of content and just everyday Tesla life living. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure you check out this video here. I'm sure you're going to love it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the road. Make it a good one.